Guys, breaking news. President Trump just came out and said he thinks the war is complete pretty much. We're seeing loads of different headlines coming out now that the war might be coming to an end. This is something I've been talking about in my community for a while now, a potential relief rally, which might send Bitcoin slightly higher, maybe some other altcoins, and of course the stock market as well. Now, anything can happen. But we're starting to see signs that they are looking to de-escalate this war a lot sooner than many expected, right? Because we were starting to believe that this could last for months. And, we heard many different entities talk about it could last for months or even years in worst case scenarios. So it looks like it could be over sooner than expected. I don't think they estimated that gas prices and oil prices would rise so fast, and Trump's ratings have dropped massively. So it looks like we are seeing that. I did talk about this earlier today. I said just a rumor for now, but prepare for a relief rally pump today. Seen a few things going around. So it was just a rumor this morning. I think this was 1 p.m., so it's probably like 5 a.m. in the USA. So most people are asleep. You should see the news on the charts first. We're also seeing some buy signals, okay? So we started to see some buy signals flashing up on the SMC bot, which I'll show you in a second. We also came down to our key level. Now, we've been talking about this for a while in the Discord as well, the SMC weekly. As you guys know, we were short in the market because we were expecting to come down to the SMC weekly support. You see this green line here on the SMC weekly, and look how we bounced exactly off of that support level there, and now we're starting to come up to this resistance here. We have two big resistance levels. We've got this massive resistance level here, which we're currently at the moment, and then we've got this sloping resistance here. If we do close above this sloping resistance, then of course there's definitely a play to try and push for all-time highs here on the stock market. But again, two heavy resistances to get through if we are going to try and get there. If Trump announces an end to the war, it is possible that we start to smash through these resistance lines, and maybe we can look for new short positions, right? Last time we came down to this support, look how aggressively we bounced off of it as well. And this is, the third time we've tapped it, but we were so high, and to come down this far, you would expect to bounce off this level, which is exactly what we've seen, right? So that played out really well. Really happy with flipping here. So you guys know I was short. We were taking shorts, and then obviously we came down to that weekly support. So I took profits on my shorts, made around $20,000 on that short position. Big up to the guys in the community. I know a lot of you took the trade as well. So I hope you printed on that. So you can see here I started to take some profits on the 6th. So we've just taken little bits of profit as we came down to that support level. More profit here, took another 20% profit, took 50% profit today when I was starting to expect the market to have a bounce. And you can see here the SMC bot gave us a buy signal. See where it flashed up, giving us a buy on the hourly time frame, and I flipped into a long position. TP'd all shorts. I'm in a long 20x, 1%. Very high risk. Anything can happen with what Trump is going to say. And obviously, we found out later that the meeting wasn't a rumor. He's actually going to be speaking in the next few hours. So pay very close attention to that. We'll talk about that towards the end, what I think might potentially happen, depending on what he says. But yeah, it was a classic case of buy the rumor. Is it going to be a case of sell the news? We'll talk about that towards the end of the video. So looking good, trailing stop loss, free lottery ticket, can't lose, right? Once you go into profit, you can't lose. I already started to take some profits. I took 30% of this long position. Even though I expect we could potentially go higher, I did take 30% off the table. So now whatever happens, I've already won. I've made thousands of dollars, and I think my trade went into $18,000. So really, really nice week. We closed out that 20K, already on another 20K. That's $40,000 this week. Pigs get slaughtered. I'm always going to take profits, guys, as these trades go up. But I do potentially expect Bitcoin to go higher here. So I've left quite a lot of the trade still on. Seems like the rumors were true. We're seeing the news on the charts first. Trump quoted saying he thinks the war is complete. So you can see here's where we got the buy alert from the SMC bot on the hourly time frame, and then we started to rally to the upside. So looking good, guys, looking good. It looks like we potentially might see some more upside. I've seen a lot of headlines. Oil is coming down. This is one of the things we wanted to see to stay in our long positions and to hold those long positions, and oil is starting to correct. And what happens in times of war is that you often see the news on the charts first. That's why we were sort of paying close attention to these buy alerts and to this support range on the S&P. And you're starting to see the de-escalation news on the charts first, right? Especially in this administration where news and information is passed around in the inner circle. We see huge longs, and someone put a huge short position on oil. They probably found out that they're going to try and take steps towards de-escalate, and that's why you see these huge inside trades getting placed, and oil continues to trend down for now. So what you don't want to see is oil smash back to the upside anytime soon, ideally not just before Trump goes live. But for now, you want to see it continue to trend down. The stock market's continuing to trend up for now. So these are the sort of things you want to see on the charts for positive news from Trump. Meet Kevin also posted here, Iranian launch intensity has collapsed, 90% decline in drones and missiles. So we also see a slowdown from the attacks from Iran. So I don't know whether the US and the Iranian regime are in talks, but we are seeing a de-escalation from their side and positive statements from the US and Israel as well. Russia claims it's made proposals to end the Iran conflict quickly, so it looks like Russia is also working to try and slow this war down. They don't need any more drama. They've already lost tons of ammunition and soldiers in the Ukraine war, so they're already stressed. They don't need higher oil prices. The whole world doesn't need higher oil prices. So we're seeing more signs that we could potentially be getting some good news soon. Trump war could be over soon. That's from CBS. So really, really good stuff here. Don't forget this meeting that's coming up in a few hours. What Trump says is going to be key. It's likely he's not going to announce that the war is over. He might hint towards that. He probably might hint towards maybe conversations are going down. I think if he was going to announce that the war was over, we wouldn't have seen, different mixed opinions about it could end soon, and I don't expect it to last much longer, etc. It would probably just he would have probably just avoided saying any of those things and just said wait for the meeting tonight, right? So it does look good. It does look good for now. Hopefully we can get a ceasefire. The question is, how long is that ceasefire going to last for? Are Israel and Iran going to randomly start firing missiles at each other again, which is probably highly likely? I don't know how long a ceasefire will last for. Iran have just replaced their supreme leader with the son of the previous supreme leader, and I believe, don't quote me on this, but I believe most of his family are dead. So, he's not going to be very happy or in a position for no vengeance. And I do think there's going to be some sort of retaliation at some point or another, but I think on all sides, everyone wants to cool off and calm down. I just do think it is possible that this could potentially escalate in the future. I hope it doesn't, right? I don't want war. I'm in Dubai myself. I don't want anyone to get hurt anywhere. But I'm just being realistic. After all of the damage and chaos that's happened, it's probably going to happen again. Unless there's a regime change, but we don't seem to be getting that. And Trump said he's not going to put boots on the ground. So the question is, what's going to happen? What's Trump going to say? Is he going to be, it looks like he's going to be dovish, okay? It looks like he's going to be dovish, which is probably going to drive the markets higher. The question is, we have already bought the rumor. A lot of people have been buying the stocks dip today. A lot of people have been taking long positions today. And is it going to be a sell the news event? Is it going to be after a sell the news event? So I would tread very carefully trading this, guys. Like you've seen me, I've already taken a lot of profits off the table. I've got stop losses set, so I can't even lose anything now. And I'll probably have a trailing stop loss going into the meeting just in case it becomes a sell the news event, because the S&P has moved up a lot, right? It bounced exactly off our target down here. It's now at our first resistance level 1. If we can start breaking above this, we've still got 4 days and 2 hours till this weekly candle closes. If we can break above this and get above this horizontal, this sloping resistance, happy days, right? Happy days. We might have a chance here to push higher. If we close below this level in 4 days, after dovish news, after oil prices start to come down, it's a little bit bearish. Okay, so long term, I do think we're going to come down and retest this level anyway, and I do think over time we're at some point going to break this SMC trend line and get a sell signal. The question is, it could be many weeks or even many months, especially if we start to get bullish news and everyone's FOMOing about the war ending. It's hard to predict how it's going to go. Again, we're going to see the news in the charts, but the chart is screaming at us now. We have bounced off our level. It's a very strong bounce, and we potentially have a ceasefire on our hands. People also have a very short memory, especially in stocks and investing. So people will actually forget that we're in a bear market, and you'll probably see lots of stuff on socials. The bottom's in, this is it, generational bottom, the bear market is over, but they'll forget that we were in a classic 4-year cycle. Leverage was at all-time high. We're seeing cracks in the banking system with BlackRock and some banks going under. People seem to forget all of the bad news, and they'll associate the market crash with the war. And even though Bitcoin was at 60k before this war even started, there'll probably be a lot of FOMO buying, and maybe it could be a big rally in Bitcoin. It could be a big rally, and then a lot of people have been shorting because they were fearful of the war, and they'll probably get liquidated. And then there's an incentive for the market makers and exchanges to just send the price up and liquidate all of the shorts. And then it would potentially go into a sell the news. No one knows where it's going to go. All I'm doing is literally reacting to the levels. We had our key support level here, which was perfect with the fear. The stock market went into extreme fear. Crypto was in extreme fear. We had a buy the rumor, sell the news event. It was the perfect setup. Right now, we're at resistance, okay? It's not so clean. We're at resistance. Trump is about to come out and speak in an hour or so. We don't know what he's going to say. We don't know if there's going to be a ceasefire. Very, very dangerous time to be trading, and that's why I'm taking profits off the table and setting those trailing stop losses so we can't lose any money. So yeah, my long, this was the last time I checked, was around $18,000 in profit. Obviously, I've already taken some off the table off that. Big up the guys. 1,300% on that. That's an absolute beast. Big up Chalky, been absolutely killing it on the shorts. GG, bro. Big up 91 old schooler, 300% on that Solana short position. 91 old schooler, absolutely printing on those shorts. And obviously, it's a good job we took profit on those shorts today. I also took profit on my copy trade account as well. It's a good job we took profits on those because the market is now starting to push up. Let's see. So the next phase after a pump is a dump, right? So now I kind of have to potentially look for short entries, and it's just trying to work out where those are going to be. Obviously, I'm not going to be making any short positions without listening to the Trump meeting, analyzing the charts. But, we are at resistance. It could go either way. Maybe I will take another trade depending on how the meeting goes. Maybe I'll let this play out for a few days. I don't know. I will try and keep you guys updated. So don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of those updates. If you want to join us, guys, so you can see all my buy and sell alerts, what I'm doing, what levels I'm looking at, when I'm taking longs, I'm going to start building my portfolio for our third cycle soon as well. So I'm going to be buying stocks, cryptos, ready for the next bull run. So in the next 3 years or so. If you want to join us, head over to my Twitter, search the bottom one, search this one, not the top one. And then that will take you to my Twitter. Click this link, and then you'll see an option to join our Discord. And an option to join the Patreon, and then that will take you into the Discord, so you'll have Discord access. It's a monthly fee, so if you don't like it, you can leave at any time. If it's not for you, after your first month's up, you can just cancel and leave. You also get the SMC bot in your own trading view, so you don't even need a paid trading view. You get the SMC bot for free. It comes with the paid Patreon, and you get all of these buy and sell signals in your own trading view. So you can see where we had that buy alert. Let's have a look here where we had that buy alert. Yeah, see where we had that buy alert early today. This will pop up in your own trading view on any asset. So not just Bitcoin, stocks, crypto, currencies. Pretty much nearly everything inside trading view. It snaps to grid, so you don't need to do anything. You just literally select the asset you want to look at, and it will snap to the grid, and it will give you the buy and sell alert. So really, really useful tool. It helped us snap out of our bearishness, and it did look like the market was about to rally anyway, but the SMC bot was a nice confirmation there for me to enter a long position. Guys, none of the information in this video is financial advice. Do your own research. Investing in crypto, investing in anything is highly risky. You can lose all of your money investing in anything. I'm not a financial advisor, so always do your own research. That's it for now, guys. Until then, I'll catch you in the next one.